signified by this double ampersand operator, logical OR, which is this double pipe operator, and logical NOT, which is this exclamation point. Okay, so logical AND returns true if both the operands are true, otherwise it returns false. So the X needs to be true as well as the Y. With logical OR, it returns true if either of the operands are true, and returns false if both are false. So if either X or Y is true, then this will return true. And then logical NOT returns true if the operand is false and vice versa. Okay, so you can see we've used the exclamation mark in front of the X. So it returns true if X is equal to false. So let's create examples of that. In our intro.js, let's create a variable called logical. Okay, and let's put logical in the console log. All right, so here let's assign logical the value. So let's say true, double ampersand, and false. Okay, so remember this double ampersand requires that both sides is equal to true to return true, otherwise it returns false. Okay, so in this case, we've got one true, double and the other side is false. So what do we expect to be printed on the console? Well, false, because we've got one side that's false, and we require both to be true with this double ampersand to return true. Okay, so if we put true here and refresh the console, so that's returned true. So now let's use the OR operand. So let's say true or false. So what do we expect with the OR? If one side, so either the left or the right side of the operator is true, then it returns true. If both sides are false, then it will return false. In this case, it will return true. If both sides are true, it will still return true. And if both sides are false, then it will return false, right? So it's saying if one side is true, or if the other side is true, then it will return true. Otherwise, it will return false. Okay, so lastly is this operator here. So if we go, so what this means is it actually reverses the Boolean. So by putting this operator here, the exclamation point in front of the true, it is now turning the true into false because we're saying not true. So if we check the console, it prints out false. And if we change the true to false, this is saying not false, so it actually turns it into true. And it's printed true in the console. So all these operators are very useful concepts to learn in terms of our programming and our use with JavaScript. As you develop further, these become very apparent in your coding. And so take your time with it. Sometimes you won't get it straight away. Sometimes it's a bit confusing, but go through this video again and the previous video and do your own research as well, as it does significantly help with our programming.